more about looking nice.
They don't care. That's exactly it. The other thing is, it doesn't cost anything to feel good. You make yourself feel better. I get emails all the time, people saying thank you for bringing this up. Because here's my, every day I meditate, or else I'd go out of my mind, all the crap I have to read and analyze it. And there's 5 things I say every day: courage, dignity, respect, integrity, and passion. When you have those 5 elements, you don't take anybody's crap. And you do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And that's what we've lost to me in this country. We've lost our dignity. We've lost our courage. Again, that woman crying, wah, wah, wah. You're 68 years old. You're only 3 years older than me. As I said, if that was my mother or aunts, they wouldn't take that crap from little kids. They've lost their integrity. They've lost their passion. And one other thing, you mentioned about being poor and looking well. Anybody could do it. Doesn't cost anything. Go on the internet, look up the Great Depression. Look at the way the people dressed. Look at the way they dressed. Even if they were poor, they looked respectable. It's self-respect. And again, that's what the intellectual revolution that we're waging is. One of the heart and the mind. It's about the individual rising up to greater heights. It's as simple as that. Because when you do, you don't take anybody else's crap. You don't give it, and you don't take it. Could you imagine if Romney, Obama, Santorum, Gingrich, any of these clowns, McCain, they started coming in and laying down their line on us and saying, this is what you have to believe, and this is what you have to do. They said, listen, Jack, take it easy, man. Don't save your lines for somebody else. Plays well with the kiddies on The View, but it doesn't play so well here. So to me, it goes back to self-respect, dignity, courage, integrity, and passion.
Well, that's another point. We've gone out before and hung up flyers just to show people the power of grassroots, defiling the dictator Obama as he launches wars, as he engages in Fast and Furious, as he does all this stuff outside the Constitution. And people can't believe we have the courage to go hang up signs. Or to protest Bilderberg. They say this must be fake. And I think, my God, they think I'm a hero because I would go hang a sign up or go protest a world leader. That is really pathetic compared to, I'll use the example, when my grandfather was flying, Liberators and B-17s over Europe, at the first of the war, half the people died flying their 22 missions. But my grandfather survived. And I think of the benchmark of courage. Somebody like my grandfather who would fly over Europe up against the Germans and had a lot of his buddies die and would never talk about it, by the way. He would never talk about what he did, versus people today who think it's heroic to go bullhorn some limousine of globalists going into a meeting. And it's like, I'm not a hero. In fact, I should do more. I just can't believe the benchmark in taking action is so incredibly low. People are literally spectators, Gerald.
Yes, they are. And then there's the other element that we really have to be concerned about. What's one of the headlines today about the increase of violent crime in Chicago, for example?
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah, so now what we have is, as society, and I'm not making these numbers up, the gap between the rich and the poor is the widest in the United States than any of the industrialized nations. What did people lose? 40% of their net income since the net wealth since the recession began.
Oh, wait.
So now you look at the whole section of society. Kids, their mothers, whacked out on crack. They don't know who their father is. They're whacked out on meth or whatever else. They have no education, no skills, and there are tens and tens of millions of them. You think it's going to be a problem? And you know what the answer is going to be from the morons? We got to crack down on crime, I tell you. Oh, yeah, right. I got it. Let's start another war. You think Detroit looks bad? Let's not even give them a penny. No money for education. By the way, the education system